It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Patriots on Sunday night.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And it needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Well, the Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
It was a much rockier season for Jones in his 2nd year, and he even had to survive a brief challenge to his starting job. This is a big campaign for the former Rookie of the Year runner-up. He wants to get back to Pro Bowl form in this one.
Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Hill on the return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Tua sets up to pass it. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And the Dolphin 1st down.
A give left side. Here's H.A. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the Patriots 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to pass. Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Off play action. Jones. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
Catching the first down from Parker, who you might remember was dealt in division to the Patriots from Miami before last season. Settled into his role as the team's deep threat, averaging over 17 yards per reception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones to the right side. He's got Parker. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Elliott. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Miami's offense set and ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. Caught by Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Tua going to try and go quickly here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A gain of 7. And the Dolphins 1st down.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tua going to keep it on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we could easily read his mind there. There's just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running.
And I love the way that they covered all the gaps. You know, we can do all the lettering and the numbering and all those things, but those run fits that we talk about all the time, each person fitting in the proper spot on defense, you see the end result when they do that.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 3rd and 3. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That open man that time, man, to put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. As the Dolphins
Now Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
no gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken a 4th quarter lead. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
The extra point by Ryland up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. A chain hit and the ball is out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's a toss left for A-Chain. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 and now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here comes second down. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play call, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. So now Jones and the Patriots down 17-14. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got Smith-Schuster.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And Parker's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's first down. Jones. Open man is Bourne. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Tua. Right back to A-Chain on second down. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Miami set to take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again. Still feel that same numbers at a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Sanders' kick is good. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England trying to get to place on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's Jones' turn in overtime. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Jones. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice, but there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. Just a big-time kick there from a big-time kicker.
I like how you use big time because we usually say that about position players, don't we? Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Well, that goes for kickers as well. And guess what? We're on to sudden death now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.